Trent Lange is on the line with us, the president of California Clean Money Campaign and sponsor of AB 1648, the Assembly Bill 1648, which is the California Disclose Act. The website, yesfairelections.org. And Trent, am I pronouncing your last name right?
Yes, Lange. That's correct.
Okay, great.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Great to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. You are working to get big bucks out of our elections. How are you doing that?
Well, the eventual need is to get it out by having full public financing of campaigns. But in the immediate term, we have to combat the overwhelming flood of anonymous campaign spending that was unleashed by Citizens United. And the way to do that is to have a real Disclose Act where all political ads have to show boldly and clearly and prominently who's actually paying for those ads, so that people aren't fooled by fake names, and they can take that into account when they see the ads that they're seeing.
So that would be that's what basically the National Disclose ad would have proposed. Do I have that right?
That's right, and that was actually the inspiration for the California Disclose Act. Unfortunately, the National Disclose Act, though, in 2010, it got through the Congress when Democrats controlled it. Of course, it's been filibustered ever since. Here in California, though, which is where we have absolutely huge amounts of campaign spending as it is, over $235 million spent on ballot measures alone in 2010 and more scheduled this year. We're doing a California version. We're planning a California version that would require the ads to show the top three funders on a big screen, nothing else, and their logos, so that people would see exactly where where the funding.
What happens then when companies decide to launder their money through an intermediate group, when they give their money to Karl Rove or when they give their money to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce?
That's part of the need for a Disclose Act, both nationally and in California. Half of the idea is to make sure that the ads have to show who the funders are. The other half of the idea is making sure that laundering is pierced through the veils that they try to hide, so that when Americans for Prosperity is, when some of the company sends to Americans for Prosperity, they have to report that this is where our funding came from.
Right.
And in California, we actually have disclosure of that type. California has some of the strongest disclosure laws in the nation, so that when companies or billionaires give money to campaign committees, they have to be reported on our Secretary of State website, which is a great start, so the reporters can see where the funding is at. The California Disclose Act goes one step further and says, okay, that's reported on the Secretary of State, that's a good start, but let's put it right out in front where the voters see it when they see those misleading, deceptive ads, that they see it right there on the ads themselves.
Right. That is great. And how are you accomplishing this with yesfairelections.org?
Well, we have to pass a bill and get it on the ballot here in California. Unfortunately, there are two ways that we can get it done here in California. We were hoping to possibly be able to pass it with a 2/3 vote. That would allow it to go into effect right away. Unfortunately, here in California, we were not able to get any Republicans to vote for it, as not at the national level. That's a shame, because before they said that they need disclosure. They're full believers in disclosure. Unfortunately, they haven't voted that way. Right. So the other way is to pass a bill to put it on the ballot in November 2014. That's what the California Disclose Act would do. AB 1648, which was through the legislature, got through the Assembly, overwhelmingly passed on a party line vote. The one independent Assembly member also voted for it. Unfortunately, we ran out of time this year with AB 1648, but we will be going ahead right away the next time for a bill first thing next year that would put it on the 2014 ballot, so we can pass it there with hopefully the momentum that we've gotten this year.
Now, your campaign is completely California-centric, correct?
That's correct.
Are there others around the country who are doing the same thing in other states?
There are efforts, though. As far as we know, this is the most forward in terms of the strength of the ad disclosure. But we're hoping, for good or for ill, what passes in California often spreads across the country. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. This would be a great example, and so we're hoping to serve as an example for the country.
Yeah, and is there any kind of a larger organization or coalition or any national organizations that are working on the same thing that you know of?
Nationally, groups like the Sunlight Foundation and Common Cause are working on the National Disclose Act. A number of groups have worked on that. If Congress changes hands this year, that may be more likely to get passed next year. That would certainly hope. I know that there was lots of efforts for the National Disclose Act this year.
Right. We need to flip the House Democratic, though, and hold on to the Senate in order to make that happen.
Probably, since Republicans, except for Walter Jones of North Carolina, have unfortunately voted against the Disclose Act, and it's really partisan. Unfortunately, the California Senate caucus actually said that they were urged all Republican senators to vote against the California Disclose Act because they believe that disclosure works to the advantage of liberal groups.
Well, it works to the disadvantage of Republicans in as much as it demonstrates to the citizens, where the money's coming from, who's funding whom. And the Republican Party has, since the 1870s, when it was captured by the robber barons who ran the railroads, and then the oil companies and the steel companies and whatnot, and the big banks, the Republican Party has been the party of the millionaires and billionaires. Period. End of sentence. And they don't want people to know that.
They don't want to know, and the thing, it makes such a huge difference when people know where the funding came from. We had a proposition on the June ballot, Proposition 29, that would have provided a cigarette tax to provide money for cancer research. It polled at 68% early on in the year. Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds unleashed $47 million in anonymous attack ads, and it lost by 30,000 votes.
Trent Lange, YesFairElections.org.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 866-987-THOM.
Trent Lange, the president of California Clean Money Campaign. The website, YesFairElections.org. Trent, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
We'll be back.